guy?
How you doing, man?
Taking the poop?
Dude?
Thanks, dude. It's fucking, I can't believe it's the same.
Oh, how you doing, Rooster?
Rooster's getting some power. Why don't you go check him out?
In the fucking zone,
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Rooster?
Oh, yeah, no, we've met before.
Oh, really? I don't remember that at all. You must just have a really plain face.
Yeah, they call me Old Plain Face.
They call you that?
So do you have any body art or like any ink I could see?
It's a pretty random question.
Hey, anyway, it was so nice chatting.
Nice to meet you.
Yo,
Fuck.
yo, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Serious right now?
You're being weird. You've been weird.
What am I hearing? What am I?
And the psychic told you.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Hey, dude, you want to go to see the roof?
Fuck yeah, I want to see the roof, dude. Come on, let's go. Come on to the roof. Come on to the roof. You're gonna go. You can do it. Come on. I miss climbing so much. Come on, let's go. Come on.
All right.
One more time.
I'm just gonna go home. I don't know parkour, so.
Hey, Maya Angelou.
Poetry. Okay, I got it. Make fun of the poetry major.
So, I guess you have no interest in having a real job in the future.
Absolutely not.
No, right?
What about you?
I'm an art major.
Okay, so you definitely cannot talk any shit.
No, I
'cause You're
I
never gonna
cannot.
make any money.
I'm never gonna make any money, so don't tell my parents.
When I talk to your parents tonight, I will not tell them about your major. Okay. All right, art major. What do you think about that?
I would say that it's these two beings leaning up against each other in perfect balance. If one were to fall, they would just lose each other. So it's just about support.
You can't admit that it looks exactly like testicles?
That's exactly what it looks like.
Oh, is there someone who supports you?
No, I'm just one of those people that really likes to spend time with myself.
Tell me about it. I love to be alone. I am like the best at it. I just love when you're sitting there in a room and you're just there with your thoughts and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm alone. Will anyone ever love me or whatever? And like, do I know anyone who would care if I just ever came out of this room or not or whatever? And like, I don't know, it's just peaceful. I just like it.
Yeah, well, if you don't want to be alone tonight, we are gonna go hang out at the art building if you wanna come.
Okay. 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 Okay.
I like us better when we're wasted.
I expected tonight would go in a way that you wouldn't expect, but what I didn't expect was tonight would go in the exact way that you would expect. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So you guys hang out here a lot?
Yeah. I mean, we're not into the whole frat party kind of stuff. We like to sit around, drink some good wine, and talk about some important stuff.
Banging bitches and getting wasted all fucking
Those are like two of my favorite things to do.
You were like a slightly less attractive version of
Picasso?
Picasso.
Right? I've been told that before.
I like us better when we're wasted. It makes it easier to say. Lay all your laundry down, lay it instead. I like us better when we're wasted. It makes it easier to say.
Oh, that's Cynthia Watson's room. Oh, it's only 2. I thought it was late. Do you want to come in?
It's only 2? I usually go to dinner at like 2 a.m., so sure, yeah, why not?
I'm gonna do it. I just gotta get it at the right angle.
Stop.
Stupid fucking goalpost.
It's impossible. You can't fucking do it. The fans used to rush the field after every win to tear down the goalpost. Coach hated it, and so he cemented them in. They storm the field and still do it. They just bounce around.
Big goalpost, bro. You guys might want to hold on because this shit is coming down. Ah!
Yo, what is that? A tattoo. What's that right there?
Oh, this? It's my old high school team. The Plainview Red Herrings. Look at it swim.
Shit. What? Shit, that's a really outside of the box high school mascot.
Hold on, guys.
Hey, why don't you come to practice today? I mean, you're obviously good enough to play on the team.
Look, I'm not supposed to be here to play football.
What?
I'm just here to do my assignments and get out. That's it.
I mean, yeah, school's important or whatever, but when I was throwing you those passes, it was like I knew where you were gonna be before you went there. And I had this like, vision of me throwing bullet TDs to you, dude. And then all these fans, bro. Yep.
What's up with it? How you doing?
Hi. Good.
How was how was the sex for you? It was fun for me. It's a good time.
Yeah, right.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
This is why I don't drink.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. I mean, I'm not listening to you guys fornicate all night long, thrusting
Okay.
and pumping. I thought your hip popped out at one point. I'm just saying it's like all fun and games, and then you wake up in bed next to a 40-year-old freshman.
19, so
19 minutes late to Pinochle, where you're meeting your old friends in the park.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh my gosh, Maya, look at him. He's still so sharp. That's so inspiring. Tell us about the war. Any one of them. You're like the loudest climaxer I've ever heard. It was like the sound of like a 30-year-old sprinkler finally going off for the first time.
Okay, well, so lovely talking with you. You're a lovely person.
Nice to meet you.
She seems nice.
She's horrible. God. She was Cynthia's roommate, and I felt bad for her, so I told her I would room with her. So you probably have a bunch of stuff that you have to do today, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Look, I just want you to know, I'm not like a hit it and quit it type of fella. I'm like a hit it, continue to hit it, both physically and emotionally kind of guy.
Hey,
so.
Doug, you're not going to be weird about this, are you? I mean, you're cool with Jess hooking up.
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, I'm glad you said something.
Because I don't even know if I like you when I'm sober.
No, I know. And it's like, that doesn't even hurt, like, at all. Okay, so, I'm gonna split. I'll text you later. Great. That was great sex. You're good at it. And I'll text you 3 to 5 minutes or something.
All right.
Jim was something that I've never encountered before.
He seemed like a really nice teacher.
I'm just trying to figure out when I started.
There are many qualities that will help you win Taskmaster. Creativity, intelligence, artistry, calmness under pressure, and crucially, being able to throw things well a lot.
What's the plan with this? Oh, you'll see.
It sounds simple, but it's true.
I can do this, I believe in myself.
Having the ability to throw with a bit of accuracy will statistically give anyone a better chance of winning Taskmaster.
Oh my god.
Just look at all this throwing. Lovely. Good stuff. Oh dear. Bloody hell. All these things have been thrown by people on Taskmaster. Admittedly, most of those things were thrown poorly by James Acaster in one solitary task.
Not in the bin.
Not in the bin.
Not in the bin, then.
Does have to go into the bin.
Yes!
Ah!
But some lucky contestants, like Lou Sanders, find that accurate throwing is just a natural talent. That's why Lou triumphed in Series 8. Russell Howard wasn't a champion, but any champion would appreciate his throwing skills.
Knock the bales off the stumps.
You've got a maximum of 1 over. Don't know what that is.
You must make your attempts from behind this stump.
No stumps may be moved.
Fastest wins.
Your time starts now.
I don't have a ball. I do have loads of balls.
First time, I reckon. There you go. Call me when I'm needed.
There is a lesson here, however. If, like Asim Chowdhury and Alice Levine, you're not great at throwing, it's always worth looking for an alternative method.
But I'm not going to use that. I'm allowed over here, aren't I?
Yes, just don't.
Just want to have a little look.
Don't move any stumps, please.
No, I'm not going to move anything. Who's tied this string to this bit here? Right, anyway. Right. Come on, fine. It matters. Right. Right.
Probably not.
Thank you.
I'll stop the clock. That was great. Thank you, Tim.
Alan Davies was one of our very best throwers,
Is this your fence or the neighbours?
particularly in the ancient sport of iron hurling.
Oh no!
But it is always important to know your limits. Even as a champion iron hurler, Alan knew this. Desiree Birch, however, did not.
Pop the balloon. What balloon?
Where's him?
Home. I'm going home.
You must stay behind the rope at all times. This rope here.
Let's not move the rope. You may buy the tools you need with time.
That's Shakespeare. You may buy the tools you need with time.
It is Shakespeare, you're right.
Fastest wins. My time starts when Alex has shown me his tool shop. Awesome. Okay.
I'm not confident I can hit that with a dart first time.
There is a slingshot. I would love to purchase one.
Right. Well, it'll cost you 1 minute.
I'm quite tempted by the scissors and that'll make it drop on it. Yeah, I think that's the one I want.
You'd like some scissors? Okay, this will cost you 8 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
There we go.
Oh, eat it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy some scissors.
Oh, you're going to buy the scissors?
Oh, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna come for some ducks.
Oh, all right.
Hi there.
How can I help you?
I would like to purchase those 3 darts.
3 darts?
Yeah. No. God, no. Ding dong. Hi. Let's go ahead and buy 3 forks.
Why not? 6 minutes. there.
I think I'd like to get another slingshot.
Another slingshot, okay.
What is wrong with your rocks?
You keep hitting it with the stones.
Now this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ding dong.
Oh, hello, madam.
I would love to get another set of darts. No, baby. Definitely not.
Hi there.
Ding dong. 1 fork and 6 ducks. Ding dong. I think I would love to get some forks.
Well, I've got a bucket of forks here.
How much is the bucket?
That'll cost you an hour.
Hour well spent, sir.
Okay.
You got yourself a deal.
Enjoy your fork.
Thank you so much. Oh, I didn't know how to throw forks. Remember this? Yeah.
Hello, madam.
Ding dong, sir.
How can I help you?
You know what? Can I get some scissors?
Some scissors, yes. You've got 1 pair left. They cost 8 minutes. In your own timer.
Okay. Righto.
Stop the clock.
That was very enjoyable.
Oh, it would have been great if I could have aimed the scissors. Are you kidding me? What the fuck was that?
I'll stop the clock.
Does the clock still have time inside of it?
It's nearly run out. Thank you, Desiree.
Thank you.
And listen, I'm going to call it 12 series. That's the worst attempt we've ever seen at any task.
So there have been many, many throws on Taskmaster. And yet, in another way, there has only ever been 1 throw on Taskmaster.
Get this potato into the golf hole.
You may not touch the red, green.
You may not touch the red, green.
Fastest wins, your time starts now. Oh, we're off. What if I can't get it? There we go. Didn't think that would happen, did you?
14.3 seconds. Well done, Joe.
Really emotional. I think that's the best thing I've ever done.
Good shot.
Cheers. I'm just going to pop that in there. Job done.
All right, see you in a bit.
Yeah, cheers.
Well done, Joe.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. Bye, Joe.
Cheers.
It's incredible. Talk us through it. How were you feeling?
Instinct.
Got laser-like accuracy.
And then I thought, peace, peace. What? Did it another 17 times after that.
Incredible. It's so incredible. I personally, I'd love to see it again. You want to see it again?
Okay, here it is again.
Oh. That's joyous.
Guys, sometimes it's hard to be the taskmaster. Sometimes you've got to crush dreams.
So, what have we learnt today? If you're not great at throwing, try to think of an alternative. And if you are great at throwing, always remember, never step on the red green. Goodbye. For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.
The all-new GoDaddy Arrow. Put your business online with the power of AI. Start today at GoDaddy.com/arrow.
No matter what type of severe asthma you have, Aspire can help you
you have fewer asthma attacks and breathe better. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and over. It is not a rescue medication. Don't take Tespire if you're allergic to it. Allergic reactions may occur and can be serious. Rash or eye allergy can happen. Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Sore throat, joint, and back pain may occur. Avoid live vaccines. No matter who you are,
Welcome to Was It Something I Said? The panel show all about quotations that takes on the daunting task of analysing anything ever said by anyone ever. For instance, Tony Blair once said, "My soul is and always will be that of a rebel." That's debatable. Tony Blair's got a soul? On Mickey Flanagan's team tonight is actor, author and man whose dealings with the Inland Revenue are above reproach, Charlie Hickson. And with Richard Ayoade is comedian and writer, Jimmy Carr. And here to read our quotations is an actor who once said of his first day at school, "I'd never had a fight before, but I remember laying him out flat and I never had any more trouble." That's certainly one way to deal with a maths teacher. Please welcome star of Homeland, David Harewood. So our first round is called Threesomes. All our panellists have to do is match a series of quotes to one of three celebrities. You can also play along at home by following @SomethingISaid on Twitter to unlock extra clips. The theme of this week's Threesomes is ego. Can we have the first quotation, please, David?
I can go into restaurants, and the whole table will get up and clap if they recognize me.
In a minute, I'll give you three people to choose from, but any initial thoughts about that?
I think surely this is some sort of sporting side. The only time I've ever seen this is when footballers walk into a restaurant and they've just won a thing and everyone goes crazy and nuts, and I could imagine that happening. A game?
Yeah.
What a match, isn't it?
No, I call it a game.
A game? I mean, football is a game. I'm not going to disagree with you
I call it a game of kicks.
You call soccer ball a game of kicks?
Yes, a game of kicks.
Well, you're not a real fan.
How dare you?
But if one of those men, if one of the
Game
kicking
of
men,
kicks.
if a grown man who wears shorts for a living and does kicks walked into a restaurant, you'd get up and clap him, wouldn't you?
I doubt I'd recognise a man who played the game of kicks for a job. Also, we're dismissing the possibility that this is a slow hand clap of derision.
Yeah. Just that really...
Yeah.
So it could be someone very obese. It's a slow hand clap waiting for them to get to the table.
I think you're more likely to do a trombone noise.
I wonder if anyone really obese has ever walked into an all-you-can-eat buffet and the guy's gone, "No, you're having a laugh."
I think the crucial difference between this country and America is we've got eat as much as you like. They've got eat all you can.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a sense of challenge in that, isn't there?
In some restaurants in America, they actually give you a free meal to take home, which is extraordinary.
I think that's a takeaway.
I'm going to narrow down your options. Who said, "I can go into restaurants and a whole table will get up and clap if they recognise me"? Was it media mogul Rupert Murdoch, singer Lady Gaga, or Ugandan dictator Idi Amin?
I mean, Idi Amin, if he was in Uganda, I feel there would be a sense of, we better get up and clap. You know what he's like. He's all beheady when he gets cross.
Yeah.
Rumours of cannibalism as well. You know, you don't want to end up on the menu, do you?
Did he really eat someone? Is that a real thing?
There were rumours. His family did try to sue the makers of the King of Scotland for implying that he was a cannibal.
Did they think that would worsen his reputation?
Yeah.
I think it's...
I've got to say, legally, he's on shaky ground in terms of libel generally being about your reputation.
Also, he's dead, and you can't lie with the dead. You can say what you like about the dead. You know, Hitler was gay. He can't sue.
Can't you just leave Hitler alone? Haven't he had enough flack? He had one bad 7 to 8 year patch. And everyone's on him.
I'm going to give you a clue.
Okay.
I can tell you the person that said this also said they'd like to be remembered as being a catalyst for change in the world.
I don't think it can be Rupert Murdoch. Where on earth would he walk in where people were like, yeah...
Mordor.
It's got to be Gaga, isn't it?
I don't know, people would recognise her in a weird way. She's kind of a bit of a blank canvas.
I think I saw her on the tube once. I think I saw her on the tube. I saw someone really dressed down, no makeup, in a hoodie on the tube.
This is a hell of an anecdote.
And I think it was her. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really...
Yeah, it doesn't build.
You should have lied, Jim, in the second half of that story. And just said, I saw her on the train and she had a shit in the corner of the chair. She had an oyster cup.
Was she reading Metro?
She was not reading Metro.
This story doesn't stand up, Jim.
Lady Gaga would definitely read Metro.
I think they're just trying to get attention. Say, I saw Lady Gaga. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Oh, sorry. It's not.
So do you think Lady Gaga, Charlie?
I'm thinking more. If he comes in and he's in charge of Uganda...
Yeah, but he's saying if they recognise him.
Who wouldn't recognise him?
Yeah, but that's why I say he wouldn't say if they recognise him. He would say, when I go in restaurants, people clap.
All right, so we're saying Lady Gaga.
That's your
Lady
team's
Gaga.
answer, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
And Richard and Jimmy.
I think that's idiots all over. I think it's him. You think?
I think Lady Gaga. It sounds like the kind of thing that she would say.
You have to decide as a
Okay,
team.
fine, yes.
You're saying Gaga.
I feel like we could fall out if I got this wrong.
The thing is, I've said it, so I can always go, yeah, Jimmy, what? At the end, and then I can vote. So let's go for LG.
We'll go with LG.
It's win-win. If you're right, you get the point. If Rich is right, he gets to gloat. So, you know.
It's like my marriage.
Everyone is saying that it's Lady Gaga. Well, the answer is Rupert Murdoch. Oh, you're all wrong.
Oh, gloat.
No?
I thought it was Lady Gaga.
Why would you say that after you've been told, you crazy fool?
David, how did you get the part of a CIA bigwig?
Do you know I auditioned for the part in my bedroom. In my bedroom, I recorded myself on my phone, I uploaded it online, and they said, yes, you're the man to play the head of the CIA.
Why are you doing an English voice now? Can you do your Homeland voice, please?
He's a completely fictitious and made-up character. I can't really make him up.
David, what if I sort of start you off? Because I can do all accents.
Go on, then.
So, David, how you doing today?
What's I say? Give me a line. Give me a line. Someone give me a line.
Send them all to Guantanamo Bay and then drown them a bit.
Okay, here we go. Send them all to Guantanamo Bay and then drown them.
David, can I ask you a question? Did you know whether he was going to blow himself up at the end or not?
Oh, I haven't seen it.
David, can we have our next quotation on the
Yes.
subject of ego, please?
I myself consider myself the most powerful figure in the world.
Once again, it's one of Rupert Murdoch, Lady Gaga, or Idi Amin.
The way it's phrased, it sounds like a Lionel Bart sort of Oliver the Musical. I myself consider myself figure in the world. It sounds
He's the Artful Dodger when he discovered cocaine, wasn't he? He got all self-centered. I consider myself the most powerful figure in the world.
That's exactly the voice I had in my head. I said Lionel Bart.
Finish that. I bet that's a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That's how every Cockney song starts. People at Kent love that. Look, it's like taking they'll all be up in their chairs in a minute demanding Jazz and Day turn up. David, I want to ask you, because you're from Birmingham, did you never come out of character and sort of go, what do you fucking mean he's going to blow himself up?
I got rid of my Birmingham accent on my first day at drama school.
Why would you do a thing like that?
Well, you have to. Some people find it very difficult to get rid of their native accent.
Yeah, I know. When mine left me, I thought my identity was just lost.
How did you
I went back to the poor people and I said, talk to me. I need to talk. Talk to me again.
You're doing about... He's a man of 1,000 voices.
So who do you think said this? Who's most like the Artful Dodger out of Rupert Murdoch, Lady Gaga and Idi Amin?
I'm leaning towards Idi Amin on this one.
I think it's got to be her because she's so deluded, isn't she? Lady Gaga.
Jimmy and Richard, have a guess.
What, you think we're not?
Go.
You think we're just playing with you? Actually, we know, but we're just trying to look like bumbling fucks.
Yeah. David, we're going to go for Rupert because...
Oh, you're changing.
Despite the other two, I can't see... I know he was quite big in Uganda. She's quite a good singer-writer.
Songer, yeah.
But I think he would say something like that. He would genuinely consider himself to be that important.
I think Lady Gaga, she's culturally incredibly important and she knows it.
OK, those are your answers. Well, they're both wrong. The answer is Idi Amin.
How would he have sounded when he said that, Mickey? If I close my eyes now, what would his voice have sounded like?
You sound the same with your eyes open. The eye thing...
Do you know what title Idi Amin liked to be known by?
Mister?
Not Mister, no.
Esquire.
Not Esquire.
Madam.
No. He used to like to be known as His Excellency President for Life Field Marshal Al-Hajj Dr. Idi Amin Dada VC DSO MC Lord of all the beasts of the earth and fishes of the sea and conqueror of the British Empire in Africa in general and Uganda in particular. Lord of all the beasts of the earth and fishes of the sea. That's
nice.
That's quite a claim.
What about frogs?
Leaving the frogs out. He's leaving bird life out, except when they land. He's leaving out gas. He's leaving out gas. He's leaving out dolphins aren't included. He has no say over what they do.
Rock doesn't get a look in.
He's leaving out trees.
Flora.
Flora. And other margarines. He's not.
What about penguins? Was he in charge of penguins?
A penguin is definitely a beast of the earth, I'd say.
Beasts are they? When was the last time you looked at a penguin and thought, fuck that fella? Look at you wobbling towards me! You beast! Emma! That bit of fish!
Amin invited himself to London 6 months after coming to power. Over coffee at Buckingham Palace, the Queen asked him, "Tell me, Mr. President, to what do we owe the unexpected honour of your visit?" Any idea what he replied?
So, what, did he abseil in? What do you mean?
He just turned up.
You can't just turn up.
You can if you're president of Uganda.
Did he try and propose to her or something?
Did he proposition her?
No, he said, to explain his visit, "In Uganda, Your Majesty, it is very difficult to find a pair of size 14 shoes."
Did he think she was running Clark's?
I don't know. I suppose he was thinking, I'll pop in on my way to Clark's.
Do you think he was flirting? Because there's a thing with big feet, and that being, you know, people thinking that you might have a large...
It's just being addressed to me. I have no idea.
You're sitting right next to me. Did he flirt with... Was he saying, I've got size 14?
I don't know.
Well, if I said to you...
I don't know, Jimmy. I wasn't there.
I'm going to try it now. I'm going to try it now. If I said...
Why?
It's difficult to find...
I'm here to quiz about quotations, not to go through this psychodrama with you.
Is it...
You're so close to me. Weird. Why? What are you hoping will come of this? Nothing's going to come of this, Jimmy. Can you see how far back I'm leaning? This is as far back as I can lean. I don't like this moment. I don't like like anything about it. No, stop the moment. Why can't this stop? Can this not stop?
I think I should stop.
Yes.
So, at the end of our threesomes round, I can tell you that the teams are tied. Over the break, see if you can complete this quotation from Charlie Chaplin in 1914 when he was renegotiating his contract with Keystone Studios. All I need to make a comedy is what? Tweet your answer to @somethingIsaid, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
At Chamberlain University, we believe in having each other's backs. We believe leading with care makes caring leaders. And after 130 years of advancing healthcare, we believe that's why more nurses choose Chamberlain University, belong to something greater.
I raced for 19 years. My last race, I didn't even make it to the finish line. This is my last chance. Meatball, think you found your new partner in suffering, Michael. Always underestimated Army, buddy.
You know I'm back, like I never left.
That's the dog I gave Meatballs to 3 days and 200 miles ago. What is it, boy?
That dog just saved us.
Extra meatballs for you, my friend.
Daddy has a dog?
Come on, Arthur. This is our time.
You gonna be able to pat him?
It'd be a lot easier if he was a chihuahua.
Arthur the King, rated PG-13.
Welcome back to Was It Something I Said? Before the break, we asked you to complete this quotation from Charlie Chaplin. All I need to make a comedy is what? Any thoughts, panel?
His moustache, Charlie Chaplin's moustache, was Hitler's based on his?
Jimmy, I can't believe you're trying to mine Hitler for humour. I think I know this. A park, a policeman, and a pretty girl, because it's alliterative. Also, that scenario now is cause for concern. It no longer applies in comedy.
Could we have the full quotation, please?
All I need to make a comedy is a park, a policeman, and a pretty girl.
Well done.
I would high-five the
Yes, the full quote was, all I need to make a comedy is...
Timing.
Yes, the full quote was, all I need to make a comedy...
Repetition.
You begin to make me look like a moron. Yes, the full quote was, all I need to make a comedy is a park, a policeman, and a pretty girl. Also, all that's needed to end a promising career as a politician. David, you're known for very serious and intense roles. Have you ever wanted to be the clown?
That's how I started acting, just messing around at the back of a class at school.
How good is your voice? Why is my voice so nasal and weird? Your voice is amazing.
It's because I think it's the theatre. I love the theatre. So.
Yeah, I'll try and think of that.
But also, I've had lots of training. I have had training.
How dare you?
Where is your training? Did you train to be a comedian?
No, I didn't train. In anything. I literally have no skills.
No, I
have nothing.
I don't have any skills either. I have no skills that humans actually need.
I can paint and decorate.
You can paint and decorate. You're a plasterer.
No, you're a painter and decorator.
And painter. And what I can do is I can sit behind an inexplicably shiny desk and poorly read things. You know, in a survival situation, these skills are not needed.
I'm not even trusted to read things out.
Exactly. They'll eat you before they'll eat me. Now, our next round is called Keywords. We give our panellists a few keywords and ask them to work out the whole quotation. So, for instance, if we gave you fight and beaches, you would, of course, have to work out a quotation from Churchill or from a lifeguard in Magaluf. OK, here's one from US President Abraham Lincoln, taken from one of the greatest speeches of American history. Every American school kid knows this quote, but do our panellists. As your first clue, David, can we have two keywords, please?
Score and 7.
That is a very famous quote. It's the Gettysburg Address. I can't necessarily get it word for word, but I think it was. I didn't do very well in my local pub's darts tournament. I only got a score of 7.
fourscore and 7 years. Isn't it something?
That may well be part of it, but I'm going to need more of it.
OK, fourscore and 7 years ago, we started America. That's the gist of it. And it was based on the principle of all men are equal. That's the gist.
It is, you're in the right area. Can we have the third keyword, please, David?
Equal.
I think Jimmy suspected equal.
Yeah, something
there.
about all men are created equal, which I don't think's... from what my girlfriend says, is not the case. Some of her ex-boyfriends have been terrific at stuff.
Well, I'm going to press you to a specific guess.
I'm going to have a bash, but it's
Okay.
not going to be right.
Have a bash.
Is it 80 years ago and 7, our forefathers declared that all men shall be equal?
I'll take that and I'll raise it. 80 years ago, our forefathers...
That's what I said.
Founded...
This country on the principle of equality.
Principle that all men are equal.
Well, you've both... I mean, you've got... Can we have the full quotation, please?
In an American accent.
80 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
How good that
And I think both teams did very well. You got the 80 years and the all men are created equal. There wasn't so much a new nation conceived in liberty coming forward, but, you know...
When that came up, I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know who he was. I just thought, who is the geezer? He looks like the lead singer of Mumford and Sons.
Those words are the opening line from Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, delivered on November 19, 1863.
In Gettysburg?
Yes, and it is regarded as one of the greatest speeches in American history, along with ouch from George W. Bush when he fell off that platform. So, at the end of our keywords round, a quick look at the scores tells me that Richard's team is in the lead. So up next is a round called What Are They Talking About? You're going to hear a quote that's been taken completely out of context, an idea we got from the Daily Mail. All the panellists have to do is work out what the hell that person is talking about. Here's a quotation from actress Catherine Zeta-Jones. Can we hear it, please, David?
It happened once, and we thought there were paparazzi around, so we had to go into the bushes.
I think it's a classic piece of misdirection. You want us all to think it's something rude, and they were having oral sex to cure his throat cancer. But it's probably bird watching or something.
I'm very happy to go down the oral sex road. Sorry, that's not... I was...
I mean, you can imagine him, though. He'd probably get halfway down her and go, where am I going?
But if he's halfway down, isn't he in the right place?
Well, I start at the tits.
I'm just trying to think of the scale.
I don't suck my wife's head, if you put it that way.
This is not about oral sex. They were playing golf at the time.
So they were doing something unrespectful whilst playing golf?
That's up for you to guess.
I bet they were swimming naked in a lake or somewhere where...
They were playing golf. We've established that.
You just said they wasn't playing golf.
They were playing golf.
Well, they weren't playing golf, then they are playing golf.
No, there was no time they weren't playing golf. They're playing golf.
All the time?
No, when...
They get up in the morning and then they go, where's the clubs? Come on.
They were playing golf.
At that time?
In the scenario she's describing.
So they were playing golf?
No, they weren't playing golf. They were playing golf.
Naked. They were playing golf naked.
Did a bird shit on them? Did they need to pee? Did they... I don't know.
These are plausible answers.
But they're not correct.
Well, let's see. David, can we have the full quotation?
We have a rule. If he duffs a ball and it doesn't go over the woman's tee, he has to expose himself. Take his pants down. It happened once, and we thought there were paparazzi around, so we had to go into the bushes.
So hang on, so if he hits the ball, if he sort of messes up the shot, he's got to flash?
Yeah.
I mean, that's really incentivised the paparazzi to follow them around the whole 18 holes.
She's saying this as though it really is a rule, but this isn't a rule. You can play golf without doing this.
No, they have that rule.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
They find
they
golf insufficiently interesting without this additional rule.
Penalties.
Yeah. But what's not clear, of course, is what does she mean by pants?
Yeah.
Does she mean trousers, so he just has to show his boxer shorts? You know, a little bit embarrassing, but, you know, not the end of the world. Or does he have to actually get his cock out? Does she make her elderly husband take his cock out in shame for being such a weak golfer? You see, as he ages over the years and his golf gets weaker and weaker, she shames him more and more. Show me your cock, you weak... You're terrible at golf. You can barely putt now, you loser.
But go in the
Take
bushes.
it out.
But do it in the bushes in case someone photographs your sad old cock.
Yeah. Take it furtively out of your trousers and show it to me, old man.
Take it. This is fucking golf and shit.
Do you think he necessarily just always gets his cock out, or do you think they play the cock and ball game?
What's the cock and ball game?
Well, you expose a little bit, and your opponent has to guess, is that cock or ball?
This is a game?
You've never played cock or ball. We'll play now. I'll get out a bit, and you've got to tell me whether it's cock or ball.
Okay, sure.
Is that...
That's a vagina.
We were closer. You were closer, so you
were.
do get the point. Well done. We're coming back. So at the end of that round, the scores are tied. Over the break, see if you can complete this quotation from rock star Ozzy Osbourne. Something he said on the Osbournes TV show when talking about his regrets. Could have been worse. I could have... what? Tweet your answer to @somethingIsaid, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to Was It Something I Said? Before the break, we asked you to complete this quotation from Ozzy Osbourne. Could have been worse. I could have... what? Any thoughts, panel?
Married Sharon? Oh, bollocks, I did! The most famous thing he did was bite the head off a bat. It could have...
Did he do that, really?
Yeah, I think he did. That. But it was an accident.
Where do you source bats?
Well, someone threw a bat onto the stage, and he thought it was a plastic bat. He thought, oh, what an amusing thing. I'll bite the head off this bat, and crunched into it, and quickly realised, oh, I haven't cooked this. It's gone horribly.
It's dead, though. It's a dead bat.
Well, it's a dead bat by the time he's finished.
No, before.
No.
Well, how did they manage to throw it onto the stage? Why didn't the bat just fly off?
Maybe the bat had died that afternoon, and the owner thought, how would he really like to see, you know, who better than to take him to a gig and hope that Ozzy bites his nut off?
I've actually...
So just see a good friend. It's what he would have wanted. He was a bat.
It's not that. No. David, could we have the complete quote, please?
The correct quote is, could have been worse. I could have been Sting.
Ozzy has also said, out of everything I've lost, I miss my mind the most. Is the Was It Something I Said round, in which each team has to work out who said the following quotations. It'll either be from one of us on the show tonight or from our virtual guest, Piers Morgan. So obviously the stakes in the show have just shot up as everyone on the panel stares right down the barrel of the possibility that a quote of theirs is about to be judged the sort of thing Piers Morgan might say. So first up is Mickey's team. Who said the following? Was it Richard, Jimmy, David, me, or Piers Morgan?
I think I had my midlife crisis when I was 26. People are having them earlier. It's to do with life speeding up.
So, was it Richard, Jimmy, David, me, or Piers Morgan?
Well, I can't say I've ever seen Jimmy have a crisis.
Nah.
And I can't
It might be David.
Richard's
although-
having a continual crisis.
Yeah. David was middle-aged when he was about 13. I'm erring quite heavily towards David, yes.
Yeah. Which David?
That one.
Me.
The hairy one.
Is that...
That's the only way I can tell you apart.
Yeah. So is that your answer?
Yeah, we'll say you.
The hairy David. Well, no, it wasn't me. It was Jimmy Carr.
Oh.
So...
You pansy.
So was it good to get your midlife crisis with over?
Got it out of the way, you know.
Yeah.
Left my job and went and started doing stand-up, yeah. Yeah, it's like not a full midlife crisis, but, you know, a little
You
bit.
just wait when you get a proper midlife crisis.
What happens in the proper midlife crisis? What have I got
All
on the post?
hell breaks loose.
Can we have the next quotation, please, David?
I was a bailiff one summer. I did it for about 2 hours, and I just left. I couldn't stand it.
So, was it Richard, Jimmy, David, me, or Piers Morgan?
We can rule you out.
Can you?
You would never have been a bailiff.
I'm handy.
Rather pay up, but we're taking the motor. It's like I'm in the room.
Yeah. So you're ruling me out?
We're ruling you
What about-
out. I'm going to rule Richard right out. Even though he is a fan of Hitler, I cannot see him as a bailiff.
To be a proper bailiff, I think you have to have a real clear line between what's right and wrong.
Do you?
That rules Jimmy out straight away.
Well, David's got the physical presence there to
Thank you very
intimidate.
much.
Not you.
And he can act, he could go up. What, babe? Didn't want to do this, but if I get my foot in that door.
Birmingham.
Oh. Sorry, love, we're going to have to take them out.
At the same time, it could be Piers Morgan. So it's a toss-up between David over there and Piers Morgan. We're going to say Piers Morgan.
You're going to say Piers Morgan?
Yeah.
Well, you're wrong. It's David.
Oh, we were so close.
What's the story there?
Well, when we were at drama school, we all basically had to take summer jobs just to kind of get through. And you kind of turned up at this place and they just allocated you a job. Sometimes it was cleaning and sometimes it was doing whatever. And this one day I was allocated this job as a bailiff and I kind of went to the first house and there was this little old lady and we had to go in and take her cabinet. And
Are you sure? Honestly, you're 100% sure you didn't get a job as a burglar?
she'd obviously paid for this cabinet on HP and she couldn't afford it and we had to take it. And I put it in the van and I just said, I'm sorry, I'm off. And I just got out and walked home.
Have you still got the cabinet, Dave? I'll give you a fair price for it, mate.
It's not what you think of people buying on hire purchase, is it? A cabinet.
It was a kind of very elaborate kind of thing.
That's she's a poor old lady who's got into trouble because of her elaborate cabinet habit. Oh, I mustn't. It's such a beautiful cabinet. I can put all my knickknacks in just that one cabinet. Said I've got 9 other cabinets I still haven't paid for.
It was a nice cabinet. I mean, I would have had it.
Yeah.
Well, you did have it.
So, next up, it's Richard's team. Who said the following? Was it Mickey, Charlie, David, me, or Piers Morgan?
I like waging feuds. They get me going and make me perform better. I don't start them, but I always finish them.
That's Piers Morgan, surely. Also, make me perform better. I mean, that's a twat. I hope it's not someone in this room then.
We will categorically say that was said by a twat, and we think it's Piers Morgan, but if it's anyone here, we'll stand by the twat remark.
Okay.
This is grade A twatish.
These are the words of a twat. Okay. Well, the answer is Piers Morgan. Can we have the next quote, please?
If I met my 16-year-old self now, I'd probably think he was a bit of a twat.
So was it Mickey, Charlie, David, me, or Piers Morgan?
I think it's David.
I think that might be in your biography. I think you might have said that in a kind of self-deprecating kind of I used to play a lot of board games.
And you think I would now disrespect a teenage player of board games
maybe not.
rather than envy him his glamorous lifestyle?
No, you were in a band, weren't you, Charlie?
I was, yes.
So you were in bands when you were 16?
No. I was a bit of a twat, though.
You just said.
as watertight as that is, I do think it's David.
Hang on, what was Mickey doing when he was 16? I imagine you had what, a couple of kids? A couple of different mums.
Yeah, just coming to the end of my drinking days.
Well, I think it's Charlie. You think it's David. Let's go Mickey. It's a compromise position. Mickey.
I'm happy with that.
Well, the answer is Charlie Higson.
Was that an odd clue? When he said he was a 20 when he was 16, was that an odd clue? Should we have not gone with that? He said it. I said it, and we both heard. And I said, well, we should go for him. And then you said...
You look so like Roger Federer. To me, all I'm thinking is, why am I playing tennis?
It feels like we've had a real breakdown in communications.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. And a quick look at the scores tells me this week's winners are Richard and Jimmy. Thank you to Mickey and Charlie, Richard and Jimmy, and to our guest narrator, David Harewood. And we leave you with a surprising revelation from Virginia Woolf. One has to secrete a jelly in which to slip quotations down people's throats, and one always secretes too much jelly. And I believe Virginia Woolf's excessively secreted jelly is now available at Waitrose. Good night.
Back for more Was It Something I Said on Sunday night at 10 o'clock. And next Friday night, Channel 4 unleashes a brand new comedy. Greg Davis is teetering on the edge. Meet our main man down at 9:30. Next tonight, the Pumpkins are coming out. Time to party. London Irish. Halloween.
Why would I use kayak to compare hundreds of travel sites at once? I like to do things myself. I can't trust anything else to do the job right.
Kayak. Search one and done.
Hello and welcome to Was It Something I Said, the panel show that celebrates the world of quotations. And you can quote me on that. German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "We should consider every day lost in which we have not danced at least once." By which reckoning, I have lost 13,941 days out of a possible 13,948. On Richard Iwadi's team is comedian Ed Byrne, and with Mickey Flanagan tonight is sports broadcaster Gabby Logan. Here to read out our quotations is someone who once said that the worst thing you can be is skint and famous. Well, that's after being skint and having Ebola. Please welcome actor and star of Quadrophenia, Phil Daniels. So, do you have experiences of being skint and famous?
I do. I used to queue up at the job centre after I'd sort of done quite a lot of work and stand there in the queue with everybody else and people would go, "Give me your autograph, mate," and you're really good in that, and it was quite a bit embarrassing, you know.
Are you sure it was autograph hunters? Because you know you do have to sign on.
There was a guy, you know, in a tie.
Was he behind the counter?
Behind the desk?
Yes.
Gabby, what's your favourite quotation?
One has just sprung to mind, actually, which is subliminally quite a feminist quote by Ginger Rogers, who said, "Women do everything that men do except backwards in high heels," referring to dancing, of course.
Yeah.
And actually, I think, without getting too deep, that's kind of life, isn't it? Women do everything that men do, but backwards in high heels. Come on, ladies.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't go on about it, though, do they? That's what I like about women. They never go on about how much they do. They just keep it inside. They just soldier on.
You think maybe it's the fact that they keep doing everything backwards in high heels is why they don't get paid as much as men?
No, it's a fact.
Some things are supposed to be done forwards. It's very rare that someone says, as a compliment, that your boss would say, "You've done this all backwards."
What about
It's very rare.
Can you moonwalk in high heels?
I think if you've made your sales, yes.
Well, our opening round is called Threesomes. Our panellists have to guess which of 3 famous people said a particular quotation. And you can play along at home by following @SomethingISaid on Twitter to unlock some extra clips. This week's Threesomes theme is fashion. Can we have the first quotation, please, Phil?
I don't believe in fad clothing. There are so many fads in fashion, and they're here today and gone tomorrow.
Who said it? Was it superstar pianist Liberace, fashion designer Vivienne Westwood, or TV presenter Noel Edmonds?
Noel Edmonds.
Do you think Noel Edmonds?
I think it has to be, because I can imagine him doing that round the word fad, which is clearly in inverted commas.
Yeah.
Liberace's found one fashion. He found that look and he never changed it, did he? He never camped it up or anything, did he?
He's leaning quite casually for someone dressed quite so extravagantly. Don't you think? Extravagantly?
I think
odd stress.
How many
I did there,
syllables
wasn't
is
it?
that?
He's dressed extravagantly.
It looks like he's got a job on the shopping channel and he's sort of saying, there's only 15 of these left. Send your apples in now. Say how you used to talk.
What does
I just don't want out there. I'm not gay.
What are you doing now? Oh, Liberace! Oh, yeah, sorry. Michael Douglas has got nothing on you. That is...
You try to Liberace. I've not seen a lot of him, but he used to go, hi there.
Only an 80s DJ would use the word fad, and that's Edmonds.
So you're sure it's Edmonds?
I don't
I
know.
think it's
I
Edmonds.
disagree. I think it's Vivienne Westwood.
Do you know what Vivienne Westwood says about being a fashion designer? She says, I didn't want to be a fashion designer at all. For 15 years, I hated fashion.
Well, she's fucked up, hasn't she? She's fucked that up royally.
They talk about people that essentially get steamrolled into jobs they didn't want to do. But you don't imagine fashion designer as one of those jobs?
Before I knew it, I was just designing complex patterns, manufacturing them, and making models wear them. I don't know how it happened, yeah.
I was cleaning the toilets, you know, and the gentleman came and said, you should be in fashion, love. Now I've got to get these skid marks out.
That's a good first scene for the biopic. That's all I can say.
Vivienne,
what are you doing cleaning that toilet? Oh, I just love skids. But you're doing it in such an elegant ball gown. I know, but this toilet's not going to clean itself.
I'm interested to note that Vivienne Westwood clearly bought Margaret Thatcher's scalp at all. Vivienne Westwood used to have a shop on the King's Road with Malcolm McLaren, and in 1975, Johnny Rotten auditioned to be lead singer of the Sex Pistols there. Didn't Johnny Rotten also audition for your role in Quadrophenia, Phil?
I think he did, actually.
Did he guess it?
I think he might have done. But they couldn't insure him.
He didn't guess it.
I think he might have done.
That would have been mad.
Well, he would have played the role if they'd got the insurance.
I mean, maybe it's apocryphal, but I hear that.
How did your audition for it come up?
I was smoking a joint in a Zulu mud hut, and I got a phone call saying, come over to England and...
Were you actually in a Zulu mud hut, or was it just really good gear you were smoking?
It was good gear, and we were really in a Zulu mud hut, yeah.
Were you in Zulu?
No, I was in Zulu Dawn, the prequel to Zulu.
Wow.
That's...
Yeah.
We got beat, and that one. Zulus win.
If you'd won against the Zulus in Zulu Dawn, they'd have to then reshoot Zulu as just a normal day. So we need an answer. Who said this?
I think it's Vivian Westwood.
Okay, let's have Vivian Westwood, but I think it's Evans.
And what's your answer? We're going to Liberace. Liberace, Vivian Westwood. Well, the answer is Liberace. Well done. What problem did Liberace say he had with his outfits?
They were obviously too heavy, so did he get some kind of chafing?
I mean, that's one of the most disgusting concepts. There's no doubt that Liberace had some sort of chafing.
David, did he used to get abuse from white van drivers? As they went past, Liberace, sort your life.
You want to be a real legend. Games change and mate.